James has the mind of an 8-year-old. Every Christmas, he secretly delivers goodwill Christmas gifts to every house in his small town, but his good intentions raise suspicions with the town's newest police officer, who wrongly accused James of stealing. The officer confronted James, demanding to know where the gifts came from. Nervous, James just wanted to push his cart away and leave, but his nervousness made the officer even more certain he'd caught a thief. So, he arrested him and locked him up at the station. Looking at the helpless James in the cell, the officer was beaming with pride, thinking this major arrest would fast-track him to a promotion. Well, the scared and crying James was quickly let go by the other officers. In fact, they treated him like an honored guest. They not only got him a burger but also let him sit with them to watch the football game. Meanwhile, the rookie officer who arrested James was stuck writing a report about the incident. He was then ordered to go with James and help him deliver the rest of the Christmas gifts. This wasn't because James had some powerful connections. The other officers in town knew that despite his adult appearance, James's intellectual ability remained that of a child. They couldn't believe someone like him would break the law. In fact, because of his disability and slower reactions, he often faced insults and disdain from others. Whenever that happened, James never fought back or even seemed bothered. He'd just go on with his day, pushing his cart to the football field to quietly watch the players practice from the sidelines. This was the highlight of his day, his only way to escape his worries and sadness. It seemed like this would be his quiet life forever. But a stray football changed everything. One day, a player accidentally kicked the football way out of bounds, and it landed right at James's feet. The players laughed and told him to pick it up. James did pick up the football, but he mistakenly thought it was a gift for him, and so, he simply put it away for himself. The player saw this and immediately told Coach Jones that James had taken their ball. Coach Jones just smiled. He didn't make a big deal out of it because he'd already noticed this kind-hearted young man who came to watch every day. If James loved football that much, why not let him have one? But the player nursing a grudge wasn't having it. The very next day he got some teammates together, cornered James, and locked him in the equipment shed. They kept banging a football against the door to scare him. Sensing something was off, Coach Jones went to tell the players to stop. That's when he heard faint crying from inside. He opened the door to find James, his hands and feet tied up, visibly terrified. Coach Jones calmly reassured him while carefully cutting the tape loose. Once free, James didn't even stop to thank him. All he wanted was to get away from that dark confined space as fast as possible. Coach Jones was furious. The idea that a group of strong athletes would bully someone with an intellectual disability was unacceptable. He decided then and there to teach them a lesson. So, when practice ended at noon, the 9 boys who had done wrong faced their punishment. Under Coach Jones's watch, they were made to run relentless sprints across the field. They started under the blazing sun and kept going until their footsteps dragged through the sunset glow. They ran until they were exhausted, until their pleas for mercy grew hoarse. Only then did Coach Jones end the grueling drill, but punishing the players wasn't enough to make things right with the victim. Coach Jones felt he needed to apologize to James on behalf of the team. The next day, when James appeared outside the field again, Coach Jones moved to approach him. But before he could say anything, James held out the football to return it.
I don't want the football. I just want to tell you I'm sorry about what happened. I thought you needed to hear that from someone. No, I don't want the football. You keep it.
Perhaps because he felt responsible.